All right. Well, as everyone continues to drop in, I just wanted to say welcome to everybody. This is our fifth annual Anthrozoology as International Practice Conference, and I'm Michelle Sadlowski. I'm one of the founders and co-hosts of AIP, and I'm really excited to welcome everyone in today. And this conference is going to have a lot of amazing presentations. We'll offer a lot of peer support. We'll have some great workshops, some guest speakers, and of course, some fabulous prizes. So this conference began with the goal of supporting and encouraging students and early career researchers, and we want to make sure that we include anyone from any country, of any age, and from any university. We also want to remind you that we're a dedicated team of volunteers, and we undertake all of this conference planning and production at no cost to participants or their universities or organizations. And we rely upon the sponsorship of partnering groups, grants, prizes, and private donations to keep this going. So before we get into the conference details, we're going to meet the rest of the team. As I said, I'm Michelle, and my research focuses on captive elephants and the interplay between elephants, elephant owners, tourists, and NGOs, and how that impacts elephant and caregiver health and welfare. And along with Chris and Sarah, we have a new research project focused on free-living dogs and cats in Nepal. Chris?
Hi, yeah, sorry, I was a bit distracted then answering messages. Yeah, hi, I'm Chris, and yeah, so I can't believe this is our fifth AIP conference. This is it's awesome to see so much enthusiasm for zoology and human animal studies. And yeah, so my main interest is cats, so cat human cultures and cat human relations. And I think if you go to the website, you can link to all of our bios. And I think there's a link to my website. So if you like looking at cat pictures and also zoology, yeah, feel free to connect with me via social media or yeah, it's great. I'm really looking forward to today.
Hi, my name's Sarah. I'm a PhD candidate at the University of Exeter, and I'm exploring a set of unconventional shark-human relationships through a post-human lens. And my website, where you can find more information, is kissingsharks.com.
Hi, I'm Jill. I'm a PhD candidate at Exeter as well, and I'm looking into the social behaviour of domestic cats. Welcome everybody. I'm looking forward to today. It's looks really interesting.
Hi, I'm Irene Perrett. Lovely to be here with you all. I'm a PhD student at the University of Exeter, and my particular interest is modern human grief.
Wonderful. One of the things that we want to do before we get going is just to thank the Wintergren Foundation because they gave us a grant toward this year's conference. And this grant is what funded our prizes and our guest workshop hosts, our graduate support position, and much, much more. And then, as always, I wanted to remind you that our primary conference goal is to provide a safe space in which to make and build connections. We encourage you to share your contact information to reach out to other presenters, participants during and after the conference, and to continue on in the private AIP Facebook group to share events, job opportunities, conference opportunities, anything like that. And I also wanted to direct you to the important guidelines on etiquette for this conference, which are on page 4 and 5 of your abstract book. And there's a few I just want to mention here. We want you to use the Zoom chat box during breaks, but we want you to refrain from unrelated chats during the presentation, just because that can make it really hard for the speaker to follow. So chats about the presentation are fine, but try to avoid ones that are not about the presentation. Also remember that we're recording and sharing the presentations with the presenter's permission, but the question and answer sessions will not be recorded or they'll be edited out. So those will not be posted. That's so that you can have a judgment-free and lower stress environment so that we can discuss some more difficult issues. We also want to remind everyone that this is a student and early career conference, and we warmly welcome senior academics and professionals, but we ask that everybody remain cognizant that all presenters are early career scholars or students. So be supportive. And then lastly, just to make sure that everything runs smoothly, we'd like you to keep your video off and your microphone muted during other people's presentations. And any needs during the conference, you can reach out to any of the organizers that say Team AIP, and we will help you wherever we can. With that, I want to thank you for joining us today, and our talks session will start in about 2 minutes.